let's go play. Done a video the other day talking about and showing off my cyberpunk, correct cyberpunk fucking thing. Done a little bit extra work to it since. So it's automatic. You don't have to possess the puppet now; it's automatically possessed. Nothing's really changed in the room. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's stick on the control. PlayStation controllers, absolute shit sticks, and they won't fix them. So yeah, the room itself hasn't changed. Backdrop hasn't changed. I've redone the inside, I suppose you can say inventory system, or the back end stuff. Come down here, I've added a spot you can sit down. Door's still the same. My next thing I'm going to be working on is probably doing some hairstyles, maybe some face shapes, and obviously this hallway out here. I'm going to put the hallway out. The one that when you walk out your door, you go left to go around to see where the cat is, and then go around to the right to go to the lift that goes into the car park, and straight ahead to go down to the stairs. I'm going to put that hallway in, but the gate to the main foyer part that goes down to where the lift is to go down the main part of it, I'm going to have that blocked off. Going to remodel the city out the back there. That's going to be redone. I'm just going to make basically low polygon. I say polygon even though the thing doesn't use polygon. Couple of different models of skyscrapers, and put some windows in them that can light up at night time, so that when you switch it to night, it'll turn the sun down and the windows can come on and be lit up. Because you're never going to be able to get down there, so it's like, don't have to do any details to them. So I'll quickly show you what I've done in the mirror. So when you go grab the mirror, that hasn't changed, but obviously like you got your 3 different breast size, none, small and large. I've got to put another one for, well technically it'll be none, small, medium. I've got to put a large in. Then you got your 3 different genital sizes, and then you got your genital types, like the game has. Then you get your skin, darker and lighter. I'll do the breasts. So you do that, turn that off. That's all I've done in there, so I'm going to add hairstyles in there. I might try and resculpt the head for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 different shapes. I'm not going to go putting all this awesome detail into it, because it's like, unlike the games, like Cyberpunk or Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row, I can't put sliders. I can't put like morphs. I can't make adjust your cheekbones or adjust your jaw and stuff like that. I have to resculpt an entire head. I could, in theory, sculpt one head and cut the cheek section out, and cut the chin section out, and then make it so you can change each section so have different shaped cheeks. But then I have to make sure that where the cheek and the chin part meet up, that they are always aligned, doesn't matter what one you pick. And yeah, so that's why I haven't done that yet. Actually I'll come up here, just get stuck on the staircase, I have to fix that. Come into here, let's turn that off. Let's go big one, let's go that one. That, just so you can see it. Come over to the seats. So when you look down, you see it. You see it's got dynamics. When you come and sit down, you can sit down, or your thing moves, and it is your character. When you look down, it's the character is your character. I think I'm going to make it so that when you're sitting down, the camera's going to give you more movement. I'm going to add a slider to the field of view. Even though the arseholes and the Lion Cunt, Palsasco and CDPR say they can't add it, they can, they choose not to. I'm going to add it to mine, make it slightly narrower and slightly wider. I'm not going to go too much because it's going to make, like, this where it is now, I feel is a little bit wider than what Cyberpunk is. So narrowing's going to be a little bit so closer to what it actually is in Cyberpunk, and then I'll make it a little bit wider. I'm going to put this room in and move that switch to somewhere else. Probably inside the room. I'm going to put stuff like if I make different outfits for the character, which I'm planning on doing, but it's like, how do you do it? It's like, because it's not like the game where I can literally just make a second skin, texture it, and add some morphs to it. So for a puffier jacket, you just make it puffy and stuff like that. I can't just do that in this game. In this program, like if I bring up edit mode, okay, so you can see there, just to quickly show you, there's the torso, the chest piece is one sculpt, the upper arm is another sculpt, the lower arm is another sculpt, the midsection, so it's all in sections. So if I wanted to make, for example, a coat, I'd have to sculpt the coat on top of, I could copy that piece, move it to the side, copy it, enlarge it slightly and add detail, but then if I want to change it from puffy coat to just say a fitted coat or a t-shirt, I'd have to do a whole new sculpt. I can't just add sliders to make puffiness or looser fitting or anything like that, whereas they can in video games like Cyberpunk, Saints Row and stuff like that. They can add on the developers end, they can add like sliders to make, is it looser fitting, is it tighter fitting and stuff like that. You can't do that in Dreams. So that's where that is an issue for me. I've got to figure out how I can do that without butt tons of work. Let's come back in here. Let's wrong one. Let's turn that off. Let's put the big one, the biggest ones on. Let's do that. Let's come out. Oops. Oh yeah, I've got to do this. Add the stuff to the shower. So I'm going to add a thing so I can stand here at the shower, push square. I want to add like a water effect and stuff like that. I'm going to put a toilet in there. I'm going to add probably a way to sit on the toilet. I don't think I want to make it so you can actually go to the toilet, but I'm going to make it so you can sit on it. So I'll just use the same animation or ish that I used over there. Put it on the toilet maybe. Going to make it so you can lay down on the bed. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, so the hallway's going to come out here, so that the clock will be around where you go down to the garage. As I think I'm going to start adding a little bit of detailing around too. So maybe a garbage bin. Get a couple of the flex and make pieces of paper on the ground. Nothing too in depth because I'm trying to keep the thermals low. The computer desk is going to be tweaked. I might actually make an actual model for the computer desk instead of just flipping the chair upside down. Yeah, because it was, you come out here and you could just tap left and right to change the skin color. So I fixed that, so it's now through the mirror. So you could have come to the mirror. Yeah, there we are. You can get darker. Come out. So now when you're out here, you're dark skin. Ooh, okay. Found myself a bug. Shouldn't be able to change breasts, but okay. Apparently you can change your breast by looking, tapping up and down. I suppose. Easter egg. Yeah, so when you sit down, yeah, so sometimes you get caught on the staircase because it's not an actual staircase, it's just a sculpted bottom. So I might have to, see I'm stuck again. So I might have to change the sculpt a little bit. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much all I've done. So the most of the work I've done was in here. So obviously that one there, the fact that you can do that, that is obviously active all the time. I've got to change that. So if I go to there, it's not active now. I wonder why. Okay, interesting. So why is it? I'll figure it out. Well, there's 10 minutes of it anyway. Updating is on where it's at. So I've tweaked, in brackets, updated the brains basically, so I can now add features to the mirror relatively easily. It was directly connected to the mirror, now it's remote, so that's why when you're away from the mirror you can still do that, whereas before you wouldn't have been able to because it was directly connected to, actually no, you would have been able to do it regardless. But that's going to bug me, I have to fix that. And then I'm going to start adding some details to the actual background. So like in here I'll put a cupboard, make some folded clothes, make a garbage bin. I'll make a computer model. It's just going to be basic shapes, I'm not going to go into details. Because again, I do not plan on releasing this. So unless I get, I don't know, Media Molecule sending me a message or putting a notification out saying they're adding a mature filter so you can put mature stuff up, it will not be added. Because the fact that you can change the breasts, nipples are going to be next, because in the game, in Cyberpunk, you can choose between small, medium, large, and none, so that's going to be an option as well. Just like I've been adding to, oops, that one, small, medium, large, and none. That's only got none, small and medium, but yeah. And then obviously, don't ask me why that's changing that to, if I go as dark as I can, it'll come out. Yeah, so if I go back in, oh no, it's staying. Wait, does it change the skin as well? Oh, hang on, now it's doing that, not that, okay. Oh, I think I just realised what's happening here. Of course, it's detecting, like when that square's up, it's detecting the puppet in the range. So whatever it's on, it's having that switch to on. So now I can adjust that. But if I come to here, without clicking it, if I go left, just say, yeah, okay, I know exactly what's going on now, okay. So I can change, yeah, I've just got to make it so that the changes here, like the breast changes here, cannot be activated while you're not in that screen. That's all I've got to do. So that'll be easy enough fixed. Yeah, so the one I was, obviously, like, the breast one, that's still an issue. Because I believe the breast is number 1 in the slot. And I think it's defaulting to 1. And so when you're not in the mirrors, you're on 1, and then obviously you can alter 1. So if I make, for example, the skin color in 1, it'll be doing it with skin color. But if I come into here, for example, come in here, and if I choose, for example, if I turn that on and then turn that to there, and then back out, it'll be changing that while I'm in here. And come in here. Yeah, you can't quite see it because obviously it's dangling, but yeah. So I'm going to call it there, guys. It was just a quick update telling you what I've done since the last video of this. I might stream me working on the hallway, depending how I feel. Because it's literally going to be me modelling like a garbage bin, or modelling paper on the ground, or something like that. And once I've modelled it once, I'll just plonk it in about 5 different locations. Again, I'm not going to do the whole CDPR and unoptimize it, they'll be optimized. And if it doesn't have to be dynamic, it won't be dynamic. If I want it to be interactable, I'll make an interaction with it. At the moment, I'm thinking I might make it so you can walk in and push the square button and get a random item or something like that, but I don't know yet. The computer, I'm not sure. I might make it so you walk up to press square and it'll turn on and off, but you won't be able to like zoom into it and use it because there's no point. Unless, I could make it. That could work. I could make it that when you go to the computer, you can press square, and it can change, I know, the color of the walls, or randomize. Yeah, that's what I might do. Is I won't I'll make it so that the floors and the walls and the roof can alternate colors every time you click it and have it random. That could be interesting. But yeah, that's all this stream was about. Just showing you what I've done. And in summary, I've just reworked the brains of the puppet or your character when it comes to interacting with that. Obviously, as you saw with the breasts and being able to change shit when you're not in the mirror, there's still a few issues. So I'll bug test it and get that worked out. And then it's detailings. I've got to add glass on the window, and I've got to remodel the outside city. But that's it. So I'm out of here. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all next time.